What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another video with your boy Jordan and the grandfather clock. The freaking grandfather clock. Look at this. Got this little guy right here that just likes to chime all the freaking time. Been in the family since I was a young kid. It's been in the family for a long time. Let me get the zoom back. 20 millimeter. Alright. What's going on, guys? It's your boy Jordan, back at it again with another informative video. I'm gonna take my shirt off because it seems like you guys pay attention a little bit more when my shirt's off. Alright, guys, so since starting my cut yesterday, my little mini cut, I've officially lost 1 pound. So I started out yesterday around 185.5. As of today, I have went down to about 184.5, and I've already lost a noticeable amount of water weight. You can tell that my upper abs are popping just a little bit more, and you can start to see a little iota of a lower ab. Not a whole lot, there's not a lot going on, but I look like I've lost a little bit of water weight, possibly a small amount of fat. I did hit 30 minutes of cardio, yesterday on the stair stepper at a medium to high intensity. It was pretty rough, but I loved it and I enjoyed it. And I just wanted to tell you guys this, and I forgot how good high intensity cardio makes me feel. But if you guys haven't tried medium to high intensity cardio for 20 to 30 minute sessions, I'm not talking about like programmed into a plan, but you haven't tried that period, I would say go ahead and try a 20 to 30 minute high intensity cardio session and just see how it makes you feel. It just makes you feel good. You let out all these positive endorphins, and it makes you think, it makes you feel good. Like opening yourself up. I don't know how to explain the feeling other than, have you ever heard of runner's high? You ever heard of people going on a run and they get these runner's high and they just feel good and you become more creative and you become more positive? And I just want you guys to try just one high intensity cardio session. Just one high intensity. And by high intensity, I mean your heart has to be pumping hardcore the entire time for 20 to 30 minutes. You have to be drenched in sweat by the end of that 30 minutes. And you have to really feel like you put in some work. I'm not talking about low intensity. I'm not talking about medium intensity. I'm talking about halfway through this, 15 minutes in, you're thinking, I don't know if I'm going to get through this. But you push through it because you're strong enough to push through it. I love that stuff. I love that stuff. I love those workouts where I have to push through it. It's tough. I could quit because it's tough, but I don't, and I push through it. I love that. That is what I live for. Like, that is why I train. That is why I'm passionate about training. That is why training has helped me mentally and physically. So cardio and high-intensity cardio, for me, is a better way of losing weight than just cutting down on my food, because I like food, I like eating, I like enjoying my food. So for me, I would rather create a deficit with cardio 3, 4, 5 times a week rather than just cutting down on food. I don't like to create a big deficit from cutting down on macronutrients. I will tell you guys, yesterday my ending macros were about 290 to 300 carbs, about 60 fat, and about 170 protein. Those were my ending macronutrients. That, along with 30 minutes of stair stepper cardio, and 3 sets of squats. I was doing 335 for 3 sets of 6 with really good form, hitting depth. That caused me to lose a pound. So it went from 185.5 to 184.4. I'm not going to change my macros too much. We're going to hit anywhere between 300 to 350 carb today. I'm not really stressing about it. I'm not really saying, oh, I need to hit this exact number. I'm just kind of hitting within a window. And I know within that window that I'm probably going to lose a little bit of body fat and lose a little bit of water weight. As far as fat goes, I'm going to be looking at 60 to 75 grams. Protein, again, around 170 to 190. And yeah, I'm thinking about doing another 30-minute session on the stair stepper today. I'm not 100% sure. I don't want to burn out my central nervous system because, again, I'm still really gunning to get stronger. My biggest goal right now, other than just getting my body fat back down and my water weight back down, my biggest goal right now is hitting that 365 bench. And once I hit that, I'm really going to be gunning for 405. I want 405 bench, I want 500 squat, I want 550 deadlift, and these are things that I'd like to obtain in the next year. I've got a lot of goals though, and some of the goals contradict themselves. Like, for instance, I do want to compete in a bodybuilding show next year, which it's really difficult to try to gain strength like that, going up to 405 bench and then cut down, lose body fat, and lose water weight, and still try to gain strength at the same time, that's where it gets really, really difficult. You have to really, really tweak things and really, really lose weight very slowly and understand where your cardio should be and where your macronutrients should be in marriage with your workouts and your progression schemes and all that sort of stuff. And everything has to work together seamlessly. And if it doesn't, something will fall apart. Either you won't be losing fat at the rate that you want, you'll really quickly drop off your strength, especially on bench press. Something bad will happen. And that's why you need to have everything dialed in perfect. You can't just go in the gym and hit bench and hit squat and hit deadlift and just kind of leave the gym and then, eat clean, eat better, and, go do some cardio. You have to really pay attention to the numbers, pay attention to what lifts you're doing on which days, what your intensity is on each lift, on each set, on each rep. You really have to dial things in, and I can't preach that enough. Again, that's why I coach people. I'm sorry I'm getting off on a rant here. Let me give you guys a couple of quick tips for this video. So number one, first thing that you can do on your mini cut. It's 12:22. I haven't completely fasted today. I'm not gonna lie. I did have a cookie this morning. I had a complete cookie and a coffee, which is still not a lot. The point is, you either want to fast early in the day or have a very small breakfast so that you can save the majority of your calories, your fat, carb, and your protein for later. That's when you're going to get more hungry. That's when your body is typically going to require more fuel. The second thing that I would like you guys to try on a mini cut that works very well for me, for many different reasons, is simply adding in a couple high intensity sessions of cardio. On a mini cut, guys, I like to do cardio every single day to just get the fat off as quickly as I can so that I can go right back to bulking. A couple days out of the week, I would say 2 to 4 days out of the week, depending on your tolerance level, add in a high intensity session of cardio. So stair stepper, really killing it. Like you're breathing really crazy, you're sweating really crazy, you're soaked when you get off in 30 minutes, and you barely made it through it, and you feel really freaking good right afterwards. So number one, intermittent fast. Number two, high intensity cardio, 2 to 4 times a week. And number three, the last thing that I want you guys to focus on is not stressing out about the cut. Don't even worry about it. It's like this is going to be over in a couple of weeks to a month. This is a small little mini thing. Like don't think about it all the time. Just let it be seamless. Just let it happen. Don't like sit and think, oh gosh, I'm not enjoying food right now. I'm not eating exactly as much food as I normally would, because it's not that big of a deal. It's just you're taking a couple weeks to get off a little bit of body fat and a little bit of water weight and feel a little bit better, period, because maybe you've bulked up too far and put on a little too much body fat like myself. You're just taking off a little bit of fat. So don't stress out about it. Don't actively think, oh God, this needs to be over soon. Oh goodness. It's not that bad. It's all in your head. It is all in your head when it comes to mini cutting. So 3 things, guys. Number one, intermittent fasting. It helps a lot, whether you're mini cutting or you're going on a long-term cut. Especially when you're mini cutting, just to make sure that you are on that calorie deficit and that you have more food to eat later in the day and those meals are bigger and they're more satiating. Number 2, try hitting 2 to 4 high-intensity cardio sessions per week, around 20 to 30 minutes per session. Just try it. It works. It works great for me. It's worked great for a ton of clients that I've had as far as losing body fat quickly. I swear by high-intensity cardio. If you are a power lifter, you got to make sure that you kind of program that in on the correct. You don't want to be doing high-intensity cardio the day before you're doing singles on squats, because it's going to hurt your numbers, because it's going to take a little bit from your central nervous system. You're going to need some recovery time when you do some high-intensity cardio, like 30 minutes of crazy intensity on the stair stepper. And number 3, don't stress out about this. It's just a mini cut. You're doing this to feel a little bit better. You're doing this to feel a little bit happier. You're doing this to get off a little bit of body fat. You're doing this to get off a little bit of water weight. You're doing this just to stay healthy. These mini cuts are things that you can do throughout the year just to ensure that when you're bulking and trying to put on lean muscle mass that you're not getting too fat, because you are going to put on fat as you're bulking. And so these mini cuts provide you a couple weeks just to get off that excess fat, get off that excess water weight, and then keep grinding and keep building muscle and keep bulking. But hey guys, if you're looking for the 3 proven steps to kickstart your fat loss while eating your favorite foods, this is something that you can use to go along with the mini cut that I'm doing. This is something that you can start on today, and it's very, very easy. Click the link in my description. Click the top link in my description, or just click the screen because I'm gonna live card it up here. Why do you have to ring right when I'm talking? Okay, all right. Your proven steps. Let me zoom in on this. Your proven steps to kickstart fat loss while eating the foods that you want, while eating your favorite foods. Guys, click the little live card up here, or click the link in my description, the first link in my description. It's going to take you to this page. You're going to go here. You're going to fill in your name and your email. I'm not going to email you a bunch of crap. I'm going to email you information that helps you lose body fat. I'm going to email you only things that can help you. And I'm not going to badger you. I'm not going to annoy you. Guys, this is absolutely free. I do not charge anything for all of this advice. This is a 35-minute video that leads to more video content. It leads to more stuff that can help you. And I'm not charging for any of it. I'm just trying to help you guys out. And then after you check all this stuff out, if it's helpful and you want to work with me one-on-one, then you can do that. From there, you can set up a one-on-one call with me, and we can get moving forward. We can figure out what kind of program that I need to build to help you personally achieve your fitness goals. I'm about to head to the gym. I'm going to hit an upper body power session, so just like bench and a couple of other things. The goal today at the gym is to hit 300 for sets of around 6 repetitions. I'm going to be trying out my dad's wrist reps to see if they help me whatsoever. And I'm going to be working on some different techniques. Like, I'm going to really be emphasizing leg drive today and really make sure that my arch is dialed in and that my bar path is good. These are things that I'm going to be working on my bench press today. So I'll see you guys there. The workout footage that you're seeing will conclude the video. So with that, I love you guys so much. You guys are awesome. Like if you enjoyed this video. Comment if you have any questions or concerns. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed, and make sure that you ring that bell right beside the subscribe button. If not, you will not get notifications from me. I do daily uploads and you will not see that. You guys are awesome. All love. I'll see you guys next video.